Hey, high 7. Now.
They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Bortles. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On first down, here's Breida. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Come on, set.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On the ready. Hey, wahoo! Trip. Here I come. I'm coming after you, 25. I'm coming after you, 25. Yo, go. Go out. And out.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Ready?
A give, running right, Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Let's get it.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Big stop, let's go. Hey, Sam off. Look at me. Go. 10. Check 13. Check 13. Hey, lock it. Big air. Hey, exit. Hey, go.
They're going to try and throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 45. Trying to get it that time to Stills. A throw he probably shouldn't have made. Rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way significantly, and the guys who play in the second and third level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that, and they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover, and they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
And this is caught at the 8, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. 10-2 stuff. Let's get it together, team. 61. Matchbox lights. Gone. Watch the twins.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
And watch your leg. 36. Leo.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Go.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 99. Check 99. Showing it. Showing it. Yep. Hold a look. Hold a look. Hold. Yes. Let's go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Ready to break. Let's get the ball. Pick the edge. 80 weapons.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Philip Lindsey. His 9th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Check. Rock it. Ready.
To throw, it's Bortles. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Bortles. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Bortles to throw once more. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyler Fackrell, the linebacker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
70, Indy. Recon, 132 fighter. Safety creep. Check. Now.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Don't get nervous. Tighten up.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Set. 30 base. You. Hey, Charlie. Hey. Let's go, defense. Let's stand. You're out. Jim. Check. Snap.
More now. They'll get this one to Cobb complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Go.
Another run by Lindsey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Break.
Hey, watch the slant. Strong right.
Hey, Sam off.
3 down.
Look at me. Door.
No.
Hey, lock it.
Hey, watch it. Joker.
Hey, Haywood.
To throw is Moore. To throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
X3, 218, chopper.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
49, check 49, check 49.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They're going with Lindsey. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Set, ready? 60, Pittsburgh.
Watch it.
Ready?
They run with Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They run again with Breida, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Bortles. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Watch the run. Hey, they're running it. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. I'm trying to collect.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Now a carry for Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Hey, orbit. Yeah.
On first down, Moore. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. You don't want this.
Mike's 50. Check Mike, check. Look at me, zipper.
Moore now, throwing again on second and 10. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mike's 50.
I'm going to come back to you.
Slam. Protein spill. Hey, Alpha. Hard. Now.
Now Moore, throwing on third and long. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. On 4th down, Moore. He's letting this one go. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Check. Crunch. Ready?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
53, Mike. Record. Check 3. Pilot, 64, weak. Pass it. Go.
Here's Breida. There he goes again. And down to the 28-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
61, matchbox, lights. Check 25. Watch it, go.
This is Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Squeeze.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Quit talking about it.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And going deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he is all the way up past the 25.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Switch.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Topper! Crash! Hey! Banjo.
On second down, it's Lindsay. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Here's Lindsay. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's fourth down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Hey, wahoo!
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Let's put him on the buses.
Go.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Yep.
44, Mike.
Be driven.
Moore throwing on fourth down. Going deep here for Stills. And no, it's incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the curl.
Ready?
Now it's Breida. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I don't think you got it, sir.
Rock it.
I'm coming after you.
Bortles now to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsay. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Pick up the ball. Switch.
Look at me. Zipper. Get it.
They'll go again with Lindsay. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
We got three. We got three.
Now. Hey, zoom.
Mike's 50.
Shoot.
Now Moore. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside in 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Short play like that. In this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
They'll come out in a four-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Bortles. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Come on, set, 8, read.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Bravo.
Alert 3. 58, right over there.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. Bortles now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Bortles going to throw. And he's going to go down again.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing now is Bortles. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Raiders, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.